Hey guys, Way here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to complete the brand new UEFA Marquee matchups SBC the cheapest and easiest way. As of right now, this will set you back around 20,000 coins on both consoles, and I would 100% recommend completing it, as in return you get yourself a UCL 3 players pack, so that is 3 Champions League players, all of which are tradable, and also a 45k pack and a 25k pack, so I would definitely recommend going ahead and doing this at PC. So if you guys do enjoy, if you do, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get straight into it. We're going to start off with Barcelona against Inter Milan, which gives you a 45k pack, and for this you need at least 3 players from Barcelona or Inter Milan. You also need a minimum of 6 players from the La Liga or Serie A. It's a combination of the two for both of those things, so you can have maybe 1 Serie A player and 5 La Liga players that I've done right here. You also need at least 4 rare players, a 78 rating overall and 90 chemistry. So your first step is to get yourself your 3 Barcelona or Inter Milan players, or a mixture of the two. You can snipe these, you can use cards you already have in your club. If you guys don't have any, just look on the market, and I'd recommend getting the 3 cheapest cards you can find from one of those clubs and putting them in your team. I luckily had 2 Barcelona players and 1 Inter Milan player, and as it's a combination of the 2 leagues, so you need 6 players from the Serie A and La Liga combined, I had 5 La Liga players and then 1 Serie A player in here. So you guys probably don't want to copy me exactly like this, because you can just get yourself another Barcelona player and it will make it a bit easier, but as I had the cards in my club, I did it like this. I'd recommend just building your attack from one of those leagues, so the Serie A or La Liga, whichever club you maybe, like say you have 2 Serie A players in your club, 2 Inter Milan players rather, you can go and get a third one, put him in the team if you don't have any other Barcelona players, that is, and you can fill out a Serie A attack. As I had primarily Barcelona players, I had 2 of them, I built a La Liga attack. I put him in at left wing. I still had enough chemistry overall. If you guys do copy me and don't get the exact same chemistry, because I have loyalty on a lot of these players, having packed them, you can just get yourself a Barcelona player to go in at left wing instead, or a Barcelona player to go somewhere in this La Liga section of the team. And once you've done that, you just want to finish off the rest of the team with a different league. I went with the Bundesliga. Just use gold cards. Make sure you get the 4 rares that you do require. If you don't have quite high enough rating, you can just obviously use a couple of higher rated cards, but to get a 78 rating, you literally just need like 2 or 3 players that are 80 rated or higher, and then everyone else can be kind of mid 70 ratings and you're good to go. So we're going to submit this and you get a 45k pack in return, which is very, very good, given that SBC will probably set you back around about I'd say 10,000 coins on both consoles right now, at least on Xbox One, and on PlayStation the prices are pretty similar. And then finally we've got Ajax against Benfica. This gives you a 25k pack, and you need a minimum of 2 players from Ajax or Benfica. Again, it's a combination of the two, you can have 1 from each. You also need at least 2 players from the Netherlands, at least 2 Portuguese players, at least 2 rare players, and again a 78 overall rating with 85 chemistry. So this time you want to get yourself your 2 players. I'd recommend just getting 2 from the same club. It makes it easier. Get 2 Ajax players or 2 Benfica players. Preferentially, you do want to get them as wingers, or preferably rather I should say, you want to get them as like a winger and left back, so either on the left or on the right, just because it makes it easier for the rest of your team to link everyone together. So I luckily already had a left winger in my club that you guys can see here called Labiad, and I also had this goalkeeper called Onuna. Now I just put them in my team on the left hand side, and once I'd done that, I literally just built a Bundesliga team on the other side. You guys don't have to use the exact same players or the exact same league as me. I went with these Ajax players here, and then I needed to fit in 2 Dutch players and 2 Portuguese players. So I just looked through the leagues and I saw that the Bundesliga had a couple of players from both of those nations. So I've got a Dutch centre back and right back, and then I've got a Portuguese attacking midfielder and striker. You guys don't need to go with the Bundesliga. Most of the big leagues do have a lot of players from these 2 nationalities. You guys can look in your club. I happen to have Bruma already, and then I had these 2 guys, so I just fit them into my team and then bought another Dutch player. So just go with a big league, and within that section of your team there, make sure you fit in 2 Dutch players and also your 2 Portuguese players, and you're good to go. Again, you need the 78 rating, so you need a handful of players who are over 80 rated. I've got Ginter and Farman. Again, if you want to copy me, I'll show you guys the players. I forgot to do this last time for the last SBC, but you guys should just be able to copy me pretty simply. You'll have seen the players I use, but if you want to see their exact names and everything, there we go. You guys can see them right now. But you don't have to copy me player for player. Just use cards you already have in your club. That's what I did, and it's a very, very simple SBC to complete. So we're going to submit it. This is, I believe, the 3rd one of the Champions League marquee matchup SBCs we've had so far, and typically the packs you get are pretty good, and you can get some good stuff back from them. So as you guys can see, the main thing we're getting is this UCL 3 players pack. We're going to start off with the tradable gold pack, so we'll go with the 25k pack first off. Now I'm not really too sure what we've got in packs. We don't have Ultimate Scream anymore, so we're pretty much just looking for like normal kind of drop downs, walkouts, icons, all that. We get a Belgian left mid to start off. It's going to be Carrasco. Of course, if it was someone good, it would have been a walkout. If it was like obviously Hazard, that's what you think of, or De Bruyne, someone like that. So not amazing, but I mean an 83 rated player, not too bad. And we do get a load of golds, which are always going to be useful for SBCs and stuff like that, so you can't really complain too much. We do actually have a load of new SBCs that have just come out. I think there's like an 81 or higher rated Champions League SBC. I'll be doing loads of that, and I may do a video on doing like 20 of those, as I actually went out and picked up loads and loads of rare gold cards to use when those SBCs came out earlier on today. So we also get Keita in this pack here, 83. I mean, these packs aren't really what we're here for. We're here for that Champions League pack because we've got the chance of getting some amazing players in there. We don't really get any amazing players in this pack, though. We get Gomez and Montero, who I will send over to my transfer list as they're rare players. They will be useful, and I will use them in SBCs in the future for these Champions League ones. But here we go. Give us a walkout, yay, come on. Or someone that would fit into my team. It's not a walkout. It's not a walkout. Who is it going to be? Bearing in mind these players are tradable. French, centre mid. It's going to be Sissoko. That is not the end of the world. I was hoping and praying that would be Mendy, because he's like 100k for a left back, which is crazy, and he's obviously not a drop down. But we get Sissoko, who I believe is normally he'll be really cheap now, as will all these cards. Don't sell them now, just wait. I mean, that's a pretty trash pack, but Sissoko's okay. Like he goes for about 10k normally. Once his price has actually risen up. Like right now, he'll have dropped down loads. But typically, once these cards are out of packs, he goes up to being double figures. He's like 10 to 15k normally, so that's not too bad. As we start to look like later on towards like the 59th minute, as more and more of these packs will have been opened, you guys will see there's tons coming onto the market now, and he'll be getting a lot cheaper. But I would recommend keeping your cards, selling them a little bit in the future once this SBC is finished. But anyway, that is the SBC done. If you guys did also do it, let me know who you got down below in the comments, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.